my name's Denise McCabe and I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Australia on the New South Wales Central Coast. Today I'm going to show you a folding card. It's a vertical tri-fold window card, which I actually saw on Split Coast Stampers this week. So I thought it was a really lovely card and I wanted to try and recreate it. I've done my sample card exactly the same colours as the lady on Split Coast Stampers, who is a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in America, and her name is Wendy Lee. But for you, I'm going to do it in different colours, and it's using the beautiful Expressions of Ink suite. So just bear with me while I turn the phone around and we'll get started. So this is the card we're going to make. As I said, it's a vertical tri-fold window card, and I cased it off Split Coast Stampers. So my sample card, the lady on Split Coast had a greeting up here, and I didn't realise that that was going to get covered up, so that's why it's my sample. So it's using the beautiful Expressions of Ink suite. So the artistically ink greetings I've used, and I've also used a greeting out of Celebrate Sunflowers, Let's Celebrate You. But the main focus is on this lovely detailed die, the artistic dies. So that's the main detail of this. Oh, and of course the beautiful paper. So this one's using the pinks and the Magenta Madness combinations from that paper pack. And I'm going to recreate it with the Just Jade combinations. So I've cut some of my pieces out to try and make it a little bit quicker. So this is a piece of thick whisper basic white, cut in half at 10.5 centimetres and scored at 14.8. This is a piece of Just Jade cardstock, and it's cut at 10 centimetres and 28.8 centimetres and scored at 14.4. So that is going to go in here, and so that goes up and that goes down. So that's how it all works. Your DSP, it's so beautiful, this paper, is cut at 10 centimetres by 14.4. That's going to be our front layer. The next piece will go, so that'll get attached there. So the next piece of DSP is 9.5 centimetres by 13.8. And then we've got a piece of cardstock, 9.5 by 13.8. And then another little tiny piece of DSP to trim it up. So let's have a go at getting this card together. So the first thing I'm going to do is attach this piece of DSP to the front of the card. So where's my, there it is. It's so hard covering either side of this up. I can't cope. It's such a beautiful pack of DSP. I'm going to have to put another one on my next order. So that is just going to go straight down onto the card front with your little edge around, your little border. Okay, so that's that. Next we're going to get this die, and we're going to cut it out. How did I do it on this one? Let's have a look. So I did it this way. You don't have to do it that way, you can do it this way. Just whichever way it fits best. I think it fits best this way. So I could put it down a bit further. Oh no, I think I'll centre it. So let me bring in my Stampin' Cut Emboss machine. So I'm going to wind it through twice because we're going through the paper as well as thick basic white cardstock. So I'm just going to just line it up best way I can. got a bowing plate. Actually, I might get my other plate that's a bit flat. It's pretty hacked, but that doesn't matter. That's what it's for. Yes, I like it this way. And my plate on top. And we're just going to wind it through. It's a bit hard because it's going through thick Whisper White as well as DSP. I'm going to wind it back. I'm just making doubly sure that it cuts. And I'll get rid of my emboss machine. And we should have that cut through. Just have to help it a little bit because it's got the cardstock. So just being very careful. Nearly there. Just got to help it out so you don't break any of the little ferns off. There we go. There we go. So that's done. Just make sure that's okay. I'll scrape up all these bits. So that's the first thing you have to do. Put that aside and we can just unpeel the back, the cardstock off it. Delicate process. So we'll put that aside to use later in the card. Put that over there. Okay, so that's that part of the card of that done. So we've made our window. So then we're going to open it up and get our Just Jade and we're going to attach it to the inside of the card. So we'll just, might have to just bring my head in to make sure I'm getting it. There we go. So that comes down, so that goes up, so that's how it's the trifold. So I'll bring my other one here, so we've got the Magenta Madness like that. So we're going to decorate it from the inside out, which is not what you normally do, but that's what we're going to do. So I've got my piece of white here, and I should probably stamp it first in case I muff up. So I'm going to get the Let's Celebrate You out of the Sunflower stamp set, and my Just Jade ink pad. Excuse me, I'll just have a sip of water. Okay, and I'm just going to put that across the top. I don't like that, so I'll turn it over and do it again. I'll bring my head in. That's better. Yeah, happy with that. So where's my sponge? Here we go. The chamois, I should say. The chamois is great if you don't have one. They don't come like this. They come looking more like this plain purple, but after lots of use it gets stained, but it still cleans really, really well. So I'll pop that greeting back in my stamp set. Put that to one side. Okay, so we'll close this up just for the minute. And I'm going to attach this to my card base. Oh, there we go. So I shall put this here, make sure it's got the border right around it. There we go. And this is my little piece of designer series paper that I'm going to just attach down the bottom. You could decorate it with the stamp set if you want, but I thought the paper is just so lovely. I wanted to use the paper. So I shall pop that down there. There we go. So that's the inside of that part of the card done. Next we'll come up to this part and we'll bring back in our piece that was cut out. But what we want to do, I'm going to just do this. We want to, where are the leaves? There they are. We want to put it back in through the window, but because we don't have adhesive sheet on the back of that, we're going to bring in, I'll just put this card away over here for a minute. Going to bring in a silicone sheet and some Tombow glue and a blob of glue. So pretty. And just with an old piece of sponge, I know these have retired, but any old sponge will do. And try not to move your die cut on the silicone sheet while you're doing this. You just dab glue to the back of it. There we go. So I'll put that aside and wash that off in a minute. And then you get your two leaves. I'm finding that's the easiest way to line it up. I got stuck to it. That didn't happen last time. Quick. And through the window you place your die cut. And just sort of just gently press it down because you want it to, I broke that bit off, didn't I? Well, that didn't happen last time. Not to worry, we can fix these things. So just sort of tamp it down. Oh, it's not going to work there. This worked much better on my sample card. Okay. And then just carefully ease it out of the window. How did I do it last time? Where's my poker tool? There it is. That was the easiest way to do it. A little bit fiddly, but it makes such a nice card. There we go. Now I'm going to try and get this off my finger and attach it to where it's meant to go. But I don't think I'm going to have any success, so I won't worry. We've lost a branch in the process of this card. I'm just trying to get the glue. Okay. didn't go as well as my sample card, but that's okay. So, okay, where's our sample? Come back in. So that's that bit. Okay, so we've got that inside part done. Now we're going to fold this up. And before I attach, I'm not going to use that side because it's the same as there. I'm going to turn it over. And before I attach that, I'm going to do my best wishes, but I'm going to put it up a little bit higher. Yeah, where's this? So, this is the best wishes from the Artistically Inked. I'll just stamp it there. That's it. And I'm going to put it up higher because I didn't realise last time that the other cutout would go over it. So just make sure it's not too sticky. You don't want to create havoc. And my snail or seal. This paper, as I say, it's just beautiful, and all the colours are just beautiful. So I'm going to stick that down, making sure I've got my border all the way around. Got gluey bits everywhere now. Oh no, that's the white one. Here it is. So this one I've already run through and I've put adhesive sheet on the back, and I just have to pull that off, but I just want to make sure we're going to sort of poke it through the window as well. It's a little bit easier because of the adhesive sheet. So let me just pull this off and make sure all the other little bits come off. I couldn't do it this way with the other piece because we'd cut it through the cardstock as well. So I couldn't do that now. I've just got to poke out some pieces here that didn't come out. It's a bit fiddly working with glue and adhesive sheet, but it's worth the end result. I tried getting all the little shad bits out with my dye brush, but it wasn't cooperating. And I didn't do this one with the glue because if you get glue on the front of foil, it's very hard to get off. So I think I'll just try this. Just poke them out so they stick down on my scratch paper. How's that going? Is that going okay? Nearly all out. Sorry guys, this is taking longer than I expected, but it'll be worth it. Okay, now I've got little bits everywhere. So we get our die cut and then we line it back up in the window. So I'm using these leaves. These seem to be the best leaves to focus on to start you lining up. And once again, you just gently press it down into the window. There we go. Come on, you can do it. I've got all these bits sticking to me. There we go. And carefully, once again, we can use our little pokey tool to make sure things are carefully. Because it's got the adhesive on the back, it's a little bit easier than the glue. And I didn't get over the best wishes this time, so that makes me happy. There we go. So There we go, our card's starting to come together now. Just make sure everything's stuck down. There we go, that's still a bit tacky, so I've got to be careful of that. And you don't really even notice that I've got a little bit missing there. Only you guys will know, and me. Okay, so that's that. And then I've already gone ahead and cut out a stitched rectangle die for my happy birthday. I'm trying to get rid of all the bits off me. And this is a really lovely happy birthday in the artistically inked set. So I'll just pop it on there and get my Just Jade. Helps if I pop it on straight. Get my Just Jade. And ink it up. Practice, yes. So let me just... So there's not a lot of stamping on this card, really. Okay, so that's that. And then I got some, still got bits everywhere, some gold trim. And all I did was wrapped it around my fingers a few times. Cut it off. And then I just grab it together like so. And I put it across the back. Now some people just put a dimensional straight down onto that. Never works for me, ever. Now I can't find my tape. What did I do with it? Got a big reel of, there it is, right in front of me. I like to secure it with some double-sided tape. And there's a little bit hanging over, so I'm going to give that a trim. And then I've got dimensional somewhere on this very messy desk. Which I can't see. They're probably right in front of me too, so who cares? I'll go for a new sheet. And this is going to go like across, like I put it on this one, I put it there, but I might stick it there again actually. But you've got to just make sure your dimensional doesn't go through, because you don't want it sticking to there. So I'm just having a look at where that will go. Well, I could put it up here. No, I like it down here. And I'm going to put this one down low. That one should be probably lower. And this one's down low. I'm going to take this one off and put it down low so we don't have any problem. Okay. So, seeing the all down the bottom of the happy birthday, we should be right. Yeah. So, and just take off the back of the dimensionals. And let's see. Yep, so no dimensional shows through there, so that's perfect. And I don't know if you can see, but I use the Elegant Faceted Gems on this card. So I've got the whitey ones here. So I have a set that, I have a brand new pack, but I don't like breaking into brand new packs when I've got some left over. So I'm going to finish off with clear ones. And they'll probably stand out a little bit better on the green DSP. There. There. And one here. there. The clear ones take on the colour of the paper, actually. There. One more. Put it here. So still got two left on that one. So that's it. So although it's a little bit fiddly, once you get all your paper sizes worked out, because the Split Coast Stamper lady's in America, so therefore her paper sizing was American, and I wanted to make it to our sizing. I'm just getting a little bit of this gold out here that I noticed. I'm a bit pedantic. I don't like little bits left where they shouldn't be. Anyway, there, got it. So that's the vertical trifold window card. So that's it in the Just Jade, using the Expressions of Ink Designer Series paper, the green tones. And here it is in the pinks with the Magenta Madness tone. Got bits of glue blobs everywhere, so I'll have to sort that out. So there you go. So that's my Makeup Monday for this week. Thanks for watching.